Okay, paddle, 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 paddle.
Oh boy.
Oh, I forgot. I'm Mark. That's Iain. And this is beautiful Algonquin Provincial Park. We're traveling through Canada's oldest provincial park in search of history from generations past. Remnants of an alligator. Find out when this was built and for what purpose it was for.
Oh wow, look at that.
Join us on this adventure full of history, natural beauty, and all things Algonquin. Let's go camping. That'll dry in a hurry. Yeah! Titanium! Ah! Now this is solitude. Yum, yum, yum. Good.
We're getting close to having a puddle on our doorstep. Don't push it too much, I'm hanging on.
Yeah. This is Mark in the Park. That was awesome.
Beautiful.
Sure. Morning. How'd you sleep last night?
I slept pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah, a bit of tossing and turning, but yeah, it was great.
I slept amazing. I feel fantastic today. I got like this spring in my step. I just want to go. I feel fantastic. And look at the view down this lake. It's just stunning. You can see some color change coming out now.
Yeah, you can definitely see it there.
The air doesn't feel damp anymore. It's mild. The temperature's going up. The wind is still going. The waves are going our way. The wind's going our way. I feel really great. We're getting deeper in the interior now. We got some portages to do today, including a 1,495 meter portage at the end. I feel confident. I feel ready for this. I got my mojo going. I just want to go deeper and deeper in the park. Today, this is going to be nice finally to have the wind at our back, and we can just chug along into Hogan Lake and beyond into Phillip. So this will be great. You'll like Phillip Lake. It's a pretty lake, and also too the cliffs in Hogan. I'm thinking maybe we could stop there for a snack and maybe scramble up to the top and get a nice panoramic view of the whole area, including the big marsh that's down at the southwest corner of the lake.
And it sounds like the weather's going to change for us. I think it's going to get a little bit warmer, maybe some sunnier.
Yeah, we're deserving of this. It's like, all right,
We did a lot of hard work to get here, so
Algonquin Park's like, okay, you put up with me yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I'll just have a little bit of mercy on your soul today. And it's got the best is yet to come. I think we're gonna have some fantastic days ahead of us.
welcome to Iain's kitchen. I'm gonna make breakfast, but forget savory, this is gonna be sweet. I know Mark is gonna have a yum 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 for us for this next treat. We're gonna do apple crisp, backcountry style. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a hole in our apple. And these knives are sharp and they can get away on you, so watch out. Cinnamon and brown sugar mix. Get that in there. Making a mess. Then granola bar. You can probably have a lot of fun with these and put all sorts of different types in. Just put this on the fire and we wait for it to warm up and get all nice and amazing. Oh, just find a nice spot for it. There we go. There's our apple crisp on the fire. Let's see if Mark likes it. You ready to have your mind blown, Mark?
Yum, yum, yum. Wow, this is like coated with cinnamon or brown sugar or something or everything. It's just like, So this is like apple crisp, yeah?
This one's a great one for the kids. We're gonna start with an orange. We're gonna just cut the top part off. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna spoon out all of the insides. And you can just, you almost have a whole bunch of nice slices at the end. If you can get it going there. Basically you just follow the instructions. You put the contents of the pouch into a microwave safe mug. Well, we don't have mugs, so we're gonna use the orange. 2 tablespoons of milk or water. Stir with a spoon until batter is smooth. Microwave on high for 55 seconds. Well, we don't have a microwave, so we're gonna use the fire. And now we put it in the oven. Nice and toasty. Moment of truth. We're gonna let this sit for 2 minutes, cool off, and just dive in. Who doesn't like a little cookie dough, you know? This is part 2 of your breakfast treat.
I haven't even had breakfast yet. This is awesome. Dessert for breakfast. Oh, this smells. Oh my God. Wow. Yum, yum, yum. Good job, man. You're hard. This is awesome. I don't need breakfast now.
Hey, save some for me. I want some of that.
Okay, here you go. No, wait. That is really good.
Nice and gooey.
Yeah.
I think this is the way a brownie should be. Nice and gooey and soft and whatever.
And it's not sickly sweet either. It's just perfect.
Yum, yum, yum. I'm stealing your catchphrase, Mark.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at those waves.
Hey, paddle, 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 paddle. Wow. There we go. Whee!
It is a lot wavier than it was when he left.
Yeah, this is worse than yesterday. Holy cow.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to tip.
That was, I'd say that was,
More intense than yesterday.
yeah, more area than leaving Burnt Root. It's nice to have the wind at your back, but that was really wavy, and then, you know, it was hard to keep the boat steady. And
Oh yeah, when we turned, I almost lost it there.
yeah.
Forget Friday the 13th, Saturday the 14th. Woo, hairy. We had 3-foot waves there. I mean, that was getting silly. I don't know what we're gonna get on Hogan.
You see this right in front of us?
Yeah, we're going around it.
All right. I want to impale myself, but not the
No, hey, that would be
beaver chew.
wouldn't be too productive. Not as shallow as I thought it would have been in here. I mean, I can hit the mud, but it was a lot shallow when I was in here one year in August. It was like we were scraping the bottom, so bottom of the canoe was scraping the mud. So it's probably a few feet higher than it was that time. So we're good. We're just cruising across this into the portage to Hogan. But I think Hogan's going to be willy-nilly going down that lake. I got a really good feeling that either today or tomorrow we're going to see a moose. So.
See the osprey nest, Mark?
Yeah. I don't see anything there. Out gathering some food, or maybe it's abandoned, or the other one further back in the bay, maybe that's his summer cottage. Yeah, that's the portage. I don't see a dock anymore. I guess that's long gone. No, just pull up alongside it.
Oh, what a landing. Starting to rain, a little
Starting to rain, a little bit of rain. Time to get off the water. I wish this portage was like this for 685 meters, all boardwalk. It would be really nice. Ah. Taking some shots of this beautiful marsh as we make our way onto Hogan Lake. Water here is deep, so I'm thinking there's probably a beaver dam or two up ahead. We're gonna have to come down. So yeah, get on the Hogan and hopefully get to the cliffs in one piece. I don't know how wicked and wild the wind and waves are gonna be out on the lake, but at least they'll be with us. Oh, here we are, cliffs of Hogan Lake. Let's go for a hike. Oh, look at that, an old fire pit.
Right there. Ow!
Big f***ing tree in the way here. I'm the king of Hogan Lake. Oh, what a view up here. You can see the colors are really starting to come out now in the hills. That's beautiful.
Holy smokes. Woo.
Solitude. Solitude supreme. Such an expansive view and not a canoe in sight. No dogs barking. No door slamming shut, car horns honking. Just you and nature. That's it.
You know, I've been to a lot of places around the world. Australia, Africa, hanging out on oil rigs in the middle of the Atlantic. And I've had lots of moments like this, and it's special, you know?
It certainly is.
Makes you feel small.
Yeah.
And appreciate, you know, what's around you.
Very humbling. On a day like this, you look at those tiny canoes down there and we're gonna go out in that. So helpless and alone and small out there. So I think we've come to a consensus. We're gonna stay in Hogan tonight. We're planning to push on the Radiant, but or Phillip Lake actually. But the waves and the wind have just been a little too much. And we're worried about for our camera crew losing their gear if we dump. There's a few tense moments there coming up in the islands. Waves are really, wind and waves are really strong. I was starting to lose a little bit of control. So, oh, here comes the rain. It's on Hogan Lake now. Unless the wind just suddenly peters out. I think it's probably a smart idea just to make camp here, because wind is really strong today. Even with the wind at your back, it's just a little too much. So, oh look, a wasp nest, or remains of a wasp nest. I think it was hanging off here.
Oh, there's still some in there.
Is there?
Yeah, look up to the branch.
Oh, let's keep going. Stupid tree in the way. That probably happened in the windstorm. Yesterday or today.
It's pretty amazing to see what we just saw all the way up there. And I was going to say that my favorite part of the day so far was going through the marsh there, but getting up there and seeing that view and bushwhacking back was pretty fun. Although I think I have like tree branches and stuff down my shirt.
Looking here, oh, it looks calm till you get about halfway out there, and then it's like, It's very deceiving. You can see the white caps and the waves, and it's you get out there on this angle, you'd be in trouble. You'd have to head back. If you wanted to go down to the other end of Hogan Lake, it's probably best to paddle all the way back to the island to do campsites on it, into the shadow, and then paddle out and then get pushed down the lake. Here you just get pushed back down this bay behind the cliffs. Not a good idea. And there was a few willy-nilly moments when we were coming down the lake, and I heard the TV crew, they were like, whoa. So it was like, yeah, and even for me it was a bit creepy too. I mean, it's just, I don't like that sensation when the waves and the wind are going different directions behind you, and you're kind of sacrificing a bit of control for that speed gain. So it's just you have to gauge what's worth it and what isn't, and I don't think it's worth it going down here right now. He's pumped. Hey man.
Not going anywhere.
Fat bastard in the back. Oops. Holy cow!
Yeah, we just got to this campsite, and you can even see that there's some ruins here. It looks like it's got some weird things attached to it. String? Is somebody using it for something? Were they trying to carry it somewhere? Don't take stuff, people. Leave it. Leave it alone. Because then we get to come and see it.
Nice gravel beach landing.
I suppose on sunny days you can have a nice swim off here.
Yeah. Or in the spring, he would be right here. He just walk in.
Yeah.
Then over here we got the do not set your tent down flood zone here. It's a great spot to put your tent if you like swimming at night. And actually this isn't a bad spot right here. And can come on with a walk with me. Yeah, nice gravel beach on this side facing west so you get your sunsets. Beautiful. That's where we came from in that marsh. Well, you can't really tell now with the lighting, but we came from that direction from Lake La Muir. So yeah, that's pretty dandy. What do you think, Ian?
Very doable, very doable. Where's the hot tub?
Oh, you ask so much. Gee. We'll jump in a lake. So yeah, there's probably a spot over there you could pitch a tent, but you know, it's a bit breezy, so. And there's one.
This would be a lot of fun for like kids to rip around on.
Yeah, in the summertime.
Great big open site.
There's a spot down there too. It's all hemlocks in here mainly, so. Then you got the main trail back down to the common area or fire pit area. So you could probably put a tent back here if you wanted to. Another spot or two down there. So, yeah, we got some old benches here, some improvised benches. Improvised table. This is good for tarping if the wind's coming from the wrong direction. And we got a hat rack here. There we go. Yeah, home sweet home for a night. We tried to go back out again and it's just like, no, it's too risky. It's an unnecessary risk. There's no need for us to go out there and dump and wreck all the gear and get ourselves wet. So we decided to come back to this site. We weren't too happy with the other one. So this is the best of the two, right? So we have to cut up some firewood though. So we'll just get our tent set up and then go grab some firewood and then think about dinner and then relax for the evening. Have a couple hours and maybe relax. Have a nice fireside chat tonight by an actual fire. Maybe talking by the fire with a campfire. That sound good, yeah. Yeah. And that's the 50-cent tour on Hogan Lake. All right, let's get camping.
My glassware was in there. My china. My crystal bowl. Got some wood. Well, I was out taking some pictures. It's a pretty neat island. That's for sure. Lots of cool stuff growing. A lot of mushrooms. Stuff like that. It's pretty sweet. It's starting to sprinkle, so I came back. Yeah.
This is the life. It's a good life.
We thank this tree who gave its life so we can have warmth. Don't do what I did. Cut a hole right in your rain pants. Could be your knee. But it just caught it. Just caught it and ripped it.
Ian, can you make dinner tonight? I'm really tired.
I don't know, who was doing all of the hard work in the front of the boat?
You?
Okay, tonight, ramen noodles. And we've actually added some veggie flakes in here, and we're gonna rehydrate some of the beef that Mark dehydrated in his kitchen. And to add some of that beef flavor back in there, because we took all the fat out, we've got some stock cubes there, beef stock cubes. This gives you just a little bit more protein, you know, for the day, all that hard work that you did. Delicious. And then we're gonna add water. We're gonna add this until it's saturated. And now for the noodles. We're gonna split these in half because they're really long and we don't, you know, it's just a little bit easier on the fork. Veggie flakes, you can get these at any of your, you know, a bulk food store, stuff like that. All right, now for the flavor packs. We're gonna add one. Add two. That looks like beef again, doesn't it? That overflowing with amazing. Time to serve. Woohoo! There you are, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. Good. Tasty.
Delicious. Get your veggies in there, get your meat, get carbs. Amazing.
Protein with the beef.
We did a lot today, eh, Mark?
Yeah, we got off the camp pretty late, like noon. Or was it 11? I don't know, something like that.
We had some camera issues, a little moisture getting into the inside of the camera, but we got that looked after and got on our way.
Yeah, the wind and waves were they were a problem, that's for sure.
How'd it look from the back? Because it was pretty hairy at the
pretty
front.
funny
Watching those waves just like...
Pretty funny watching you go up higher than me. I'm just on a roller coaster there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really choppy, and I don't mind having the wind at my back, but that was just a little too much. That's just like you're starting to lose control. It was easy to lose control. That's, you know, and it was had to be on top of your game there. Both you in the front and me in the back. We both had to know what we were doing. Had to be very careful. I know that we were on Hogan Lake. There was a few dicey moments for me, as well as I think for a TV crew too. So.
Yeah. But we did that portage. It was like something.
685.
685.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good hike.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the boardwalk at the beginning was a nice change of pace for portaging.
I had to stop as we started just because there was a fork in the road. I didn't know which way to go, but the water was to our right, so we kind of went to the right.
Yeah, I don't know what that is that goes to the left. I have no idea. I'm glad we didn't go that way. Probably peters out, or maybe it leads to an old logging road or something. Maybe that's how they brought in all that wood.
Well, when we went in, it was raining. Just started to rain, and then we did our hike, and we didn't really get rained on through the hike, but through the portage. But we got to the other side, and it was almost like a different day. Like it just changed a little bit.
Yeah, the sun came out.
Sun came out a bit.
Bit of drizzle here and there, but I mean, yeah, it was nice, and we had that lovely marsh that you really liked.
Oh
that we paddled
man,
through.
that was amazing. I think that was my favorite paddling moment, at least for the trip.
Yeah.
It was just so cool to paddle through the reeds, and I kept expecting a moose to be on the other side of, like, the next bend, and it was just all twisty and turning, and there's stumps here and there, and it opens up, and it was amazing. I love that.
I remember paddling through there about 10, 12 years ago, and it was kind of like a day like today, but there was more rain, and it was raining. Not hard, but it was a good rain, and I happened to see a moose, a cow moose, and a calf sitting just like right in the edge of the forest, like where the rain, to avoid the rain coming down, and they were just looking at us, and they were probably just waiting for the rain to die down before they'd go out and feed again. So that was really neat, but we didn't see any of that today.
No moose, and then Hogan Lake started off like a nice paddle, and then it got dicey at the end.
Yeah, that was got some pretty big waves there. I'm glad we didn't go all the way down Hogan. I mean, I know we stopped at the CLIFFS, and we'll get to that in a minute, but trying to paddle out of there was to get back further down Hogan would have been, I think we would have tipped.
Yeah.
It was too dangerous.
Yeah, even just trying to get back up to this campsite, because we had to backtrack a bit from the cliffs, was like, we're paddling into the wind.
Yeah, it was a workout.
It was a workout for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, and because of that big climb up to the cliffs, but it was worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a serious climb. What'd you think of that up there?
That was amazing. That was I thought, when we were going through the marsh, I was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna say was my favorite part of the day, but coming out on those cliffs and looking at that view, you can see for miles and miles, and that was amazing. It was well worth climbing up there.
Yeah, it's quite the expansive view. It's just seems to go on and on and on. You feel like you're the only person out there in the lake. Looks like you get that feeling looking down all around you that the world was just born or something. It just looks amazing, right? And then there was a hike back down.
The bushwhacking was a lot of fun too, like just finding your path. There was no real marked trail. It was just, we knew where we were going, but we gotta climb over this tree that's fallen, and make your way through these trees that are all grown together, and it was a lot of fun.
It's pretty interesting. You never know what you're gonna find.
Tree branches all down my neck and stuff.
We found that really old fire pit.
Yeah.
And then we found a collapsed wasp nest that still had wasps buzzing around it. It's like, oh no. So yeah, it was pretty interesting.
And then we had a snack on the beach, and we decided that our route forward was way too choppy, not worth risking.
Yeah, so then we came to this campsite, and we thought maybe it was a little bit too breezy for our tastes. So then we went across the way to the mainland there, just across from this island site, and checked that one out, and it was actually too buggy.
Yeah.
So we came back here, but on the way back here, we're like, oh, the lake looks a little calm.
Maybe we should just go and do it right now.
Maybe we should just go, and we get out there, and it's like, no.
No.
No,
it was so deceiving.
Yeah.
Oh, we can do it, let's do it. Nope.
And then looking back, like once we set up camp here, and I looked out on the water, and I was actually seeing the direction the waves are going, the wind was blowing. It It wouldn't have been a good idea. The wind would have been quartering behind us, and the wind would have been pushing us another way. It wouldn't have been a good situation at all. We wouldn't have been able to get to where we were going. So it was a really wise decision coming here, and spending the night here tonight rather than dumping and losing all that gear, and Lord knows what else would happen if we dumped.
And then we were collecting wood, and we saw the sunset happening back, on the other side there. And there's this nice pebble beach, and we sat there, and we just watched the sun, like, it just lit up the clouds. It was so amazing. And, the waves were lapping, and it was just incredible.
Yeah, I think we're gonna maybe have 2 disconnects this episode. That was good. That was really good. I also walked over to the neighboring campsite at the other end of this island. I camped there about 10 or 12 years ago, and actually that site, I guess there was a fire there, a forest fire. I don't know how it started, but a lot of that site has changed since I've been there. It's quite more open, a little bit barren, I would say. It's changed a lot, but there's a lot of firewood on this island.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no shortage of that. But this is the better campsite.
I would say, hands down. Good choice to come back.
I'm really tired. I mean, I was really excited today to get out there, full of energy and stuff, but now I'm just wiped, and I think it's just the last 2 days of like big time wind.
Yeah.
Battling the wind yesterday, and even though we had the wind today, it's you're still out there exposed to it. You think you're acclimatized to it, but I think it just takes it a bit out of you.
Well, before we go to sleep, what's the plan for tomorrow?
See how far we can get.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we're a day behind now because of the weather. We wanted to be on Phillip today, and then Gradient tomorrow, so I don't think we'll make it to Radiant tomorrow. That's a really long day. Phillip would be nice, but we'll see.
Just push as far as we can go.
Yeah.
Try and make up a bit of time.
Yeah. I mean, if we got up really early yesterday, if we got up really early tomorrow, and the weather is decent, I'm sure we could make it to Radiant in a day. There's a lot of portaging in there.
Yeah.
There, 45, 55, 6. Well, about 6.5 kilometers of portaging. So yeah, just under 7. That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
We got a 200, a 100 something, a 1500, another kilometer. Then we got a 3.5 kilometer.
Oh, it's making me yawn just thinking about it.
I am tired. I want to go to bed real soon. I'm just so tired.
All right, well, I'll watch the fire, make sure it goes out, and while you hit the hay, I'll join you soon.
Okay, man. Thank you. I'll see you in the morning.
Yep.
See you
Set
all
your
tomorrow.
alarm.
Yeah.
Let's get her done.
5 a.m. 5:30? 5. Do we hear 4:30?